Welcome to my crib, guys, also known as the Obamium.
Obamium?
Well, it's not really an official name, just something I thought of that sounds cool. Anyways, welcome to my lovely abode at Martha's Vineyard.
Cool house here, Obama. Thanks for having us over for tonight's session.
I gotta say, you sure have a nice view of the sunset from here. Pretty much like mine at Mar-a-Lago.
Well, I appreciate your compliment, Donald. It's just us here. Michelle and the girls are out of town for the weekends. I got some snacks over there on the counter and refreshments in that mini fridge.
You have coffee, Barack?
I sure do. Just brewed it before you got here. Let me get you a cup of Joe. No pun intended, ha ha ha.
Well, I might have some water and maybe some muffins.
I'll also have coffee like Joe and, oh, hell yeah, I see Twinkies. I take a couple of those.
I bought them for you, Donald. Knew you like it. Make sure to take them all with you when we're done here. Don't want Michelle to see them.
I honestly was going to start here with jokes about Michelle and drones, but since you let us into your house along with snacks and drinks, I'll lay them off for the time being.
Well, Don, to be honest, it really doesn't bother me as much like in times past. But much appreciated. I'm just happy to be the host for this session.
Holy shit, Obama, this coffee's great. I might stay awake longer than last time.
Thanks, Joe. In Trump's fashion, nobody brews coffee better than me. I know the best by a lot, bigly.
Oh, ha ha ha. Very funny there, Barack, but I alone have the Trump charm.
Anyways, guys, I thought of something. We should make our DD sessions longer than the last. How's that sound?
I'm good with that.
Same here. I just worry that Joe will fall asleep during our D&D sessions.
Oh, come on, man. You know I'll always go the extra mile to be in our fantasy adventure. Well, anyways, Ben, I'm ready to dive into our adventure.
Hey, Ben, I think your mic is a little too far away from you.
Thanks, Trump. I also noticed my mic was too close to me the last two sessions. I think it's good for now. All right, fellas, let's get started. But before that, let's do a quick recap from last time. You all went to a tavern in the city, gathered intel, and learned of where the warlord settled. You successfully sneaked through the settlement to the warlord's tent, thanks to Joe's stealth abilities.
And let's not forget that I saved Donald's wizard ass from getting whooped.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Barrack. You and everyone else know that I would have fried his ass if not for that spell you cast on me.
Well, Don, we wouldn't have known of the location of the warlord if the whole tavern was in mayhem.
You may have a point there, Barack.
Anyways, both Obama and Trump successfully negotiated with the warlord to form an alliance. Obama further pressed on and learned of a bigger threat that threatens the lives of everyone in the region, a dragon. You returned to the city and spoke to the mayor. He referred you to the archives for answers. And after looking through the archives, you discovered a scroll that speaks of an ancient temple in the mountains containing a crystal used to seal away the dragon. All right, so here we are now. With your sights set on the ancient temple and the crystal within, you gather your supplies and set out into the mountains. The journey takes you through rough terrain, dense forests, and up rocky cliffs. As you climb, the air gets colder and the wind howls through the peaks. After a few days of travel, you finally spot the temple, a massive stone structure built into the side of the temple, and it's dark and cold inside. The walls are covered in ancient carvings, and the floor is littered with debris. The further you go, the stronger the magical presence you detected earlier becomes. But you also see more signs of traps, holes in the walls where darts might fly out, suspiciously smooth sections of floor, and narrow hallways that could easily collapse.
I don't see what the big deal is. These traps are nothing. Let's just push forward. I'm casting mage armor on myself, just in case.
I'll use divine sense to see if there's any evil lurking around us.
Okay, Obama, with your divine sense, you pick up a faint presence of undead in the temple. It's distant, but it's there. You also detect a heavy, oppressive aura deeper inside. The source of the magic is tied to something ancient and dark.
Undead? Great. Guess we're in for a fight at some point.
Fight or no fight, we're getting that crystal. Let's move.
You push deeper into the temple, and after avoiding a few more traps, thanks to Biden's sharp eyes, you reach a large chamber. In the center of the room, on a raised platform, sits the crystal. It's glowing faintly, radiating power. But surrounding the platform are several large stone statues, and the air feels charged with magic.
Those statues don't look like they're just for decoration. I bet they come to life if we try to take the crystal.
Then let's wake them up. I'm casting fireball at the statues, and we'll take them out before they get the chance to move.
No way, Donald.
Well, all right, Donald. You cast fireball at the statues. The room explodes with fire, and as the smoke clears, you hear the sound of grinding stone. The statues come to life, their eyes glowing red as they turn to face you. Okay, everyone, roll for initiative.
Wait, what? They weren't destroyed? These statues must be fake news.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Donald. All right, I roll. Looks like I got 17 for initiative.
Nice, I got a 14 for initiative.
Oh my God, a 5? This is rigged. I should always go first.
All right, Obama, you're up first. The statues are advancing towards you, weapons drawn. What do you do?
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself for extra protection, then move in to attack with my sword. I'll aim for the nearest statue's joint, see if I can slow it down.
All right, I roll the die, and according to it, you got a hit. Your sword strikes the statue, and you chip away at its stony armor. It's still moving, but you've weakened it. Okay, Joe, you're up.
I'm pulling out my bow and going for a ranged attack. I'll aim for one of the statues Obama isn't fighting.
Okay, I roll. And according to it, you land a solid hit. Your arrow strikes the statue in the chest, but it keeps advancing. All right, Donald, you're up.
Finally, I'm casting magic missile. Let's hit all 3 statues.
I roll, and according to it, your magic missiles fly out and hit each of the statues, leaving cracks in their stone bodies, but they're still coming.
These things are tough. We need to focus our attacks. I'll keep one busy, you two take out the others.
Okay, got it. I'll keep firing at the one I hit before.
Why are we wasting time? I'm going for the crystal. Let these statues chase me, I'll grab it, and we're done.
All right, Donald, as you move toward the crystal, the room's magic flares up. The statues suddenly move faster, and one of them slams its stone fist down in front of you, blocking your path. Okay, Donald, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, here I go. All right, let's see here. What, a 4? You got to be fucking kidding me.
Because you got a 4 on your die, you fail the save, and the statue hits you with a heavy blow, knocking you back. You take 15 damage.
Oh my God, this is totally rigged. I should have dodged that.
Hang in there, Donald. I'll distract the statues. You get the crystal when you can. Joe, let's finish off the one in front of me.
I'm on it, buddy. One more shot.
I roll. And according to it, nice, Joe, your arrow strikes true, and the statue you've been targeting crumbles to the ground, defeated. 2 more remain.
All right, fine. I'll blast the one in my way with Scorching Ray. Let's burn these bitches down.
I roll the die, and according to it, you hit it with several rays of fire, and the statue staggers, cracks spreading across its surface. It's weakened, but still standing.
Nice, Donald. Okay, I'll finish it off with another strike.
I roll the die, and according to it, your sword cuts deep into the statue, and with a final hit, it shatters into pieces. 1 left.
Nice, Obama. I'll take the last one down with another arrow.
All right, I now roll the die. Nice, Joe. According to it, Joe's arrow flies true once again, and the last statue crumbles. The room falls silent.
Let's fucking go, finally. I'm taking that crystal now. It's mine.
You walk up to the platform and grab the crystal. As soon as you touch it, the entire temple begins to shake. The ground trembles, and dust falls from the ceiling. The ancient magic within the temple is reacting to the crystal's removal.
Guys, I think we need to get out of here. Now.
Agreed. Let's move before this place collapses on us.
I'm running. Let's get out quick.
You all sprint toward the exit as the temple starts to fall apart. Stones crash down around you, and the sound of cracking stone echoes through the chambers. Okay, guys, time to roll dexterity saving throws to avoid the falling debris.
I roll the die. Nice, I got a 19.
I roll. Sweet, I got a 17.
I got a 12. Well, it could be worse.
You all manage to dodge most of the falling stones, though Donald takes a hit and loses 5 more hit points. But you make it out of the temple just as it collapses behind you. You're now standing outside with the crystal in hand. The warlord's camp is visible in the distance.
We've got the crystal. Now it's time to deal with that dragon before it wakes up.
And figure out what to do with this warlord. He might be more trouble than he's worth.
We've got the crystal. We've got the power. Time to finish this.
With the crystal in your possession, the next step is clear. The dragon is stirring, and you'll need to decide how to use the crystal to stop it. But the warlord's presence looms over everything, and his loyalty is still uncertain. Your toughest challenge lies ahead. The party stands at the edge of an even greater challenge, the awakening of an ancient dragon and the uncertain alliance with the warlord. Your next moves will determine the fate of the entire region. With the crystal in hand and the temple behind you, the mountain wind picks up, bringing with it the distant rumbling of the dragon stirring beneath the earth. The warlord's camp is visible on the horizon, but the question remains, what's your next move?
We need to figure out how to use this crystal against the dragon before it fully awakens. Let's head back to the warlord's camp. I'm sure he knows more than he's letting on. We should confront him about what he really wants.
Yeah, and let's not forget, he's not exactly someone we can trust. I'll keep an eye out, make sure we don't get double-crossed. Should we also try to rally the town or other allies just in case things go south?
Look, I don't care what the warlord wants. I've got the crystal, and we're going to use it to stop the dragon and get all the glory. The warlord, he'll fall in line once he sees who's really in charge, which is me.
All right, you make your way back to the warlord's camp. As you approach, you notice the atmosphere is tense. His soldiers eye you suspiciously. The warlord himself stands outside his tent, waiting. So, he says, you've returned with the crystal, but tell me, are you sure you're ready to face the dragon?
We've got the crystal, but we need answers. What aren't you telling us? What do you know about this dragon, and why are you so interested in it?
The warlord crosses his arms. That dragon has been sleeping for centuries, guarding something far more valuable than any crystal. There's a treasure hoard beyond your imagination hidden beneath its lair. And with that treasure, I could build an empire. He eyes the crystal in your hand. That's why I need you to help me wake it and control it.
Wake it? That's the worst idea I've ever heard. You're not controlling a dragon, pal. I'm using the crystal to stop it, and we're going to be the ones controlling the treasure.
Hold on, let's not go messing with things we don't understand. Waking up a dragon just to grab some treasure is a recipe for disaster. We should focus on putting it back to sleep or stopping it for good, not poking the beast.
Exactly. This isn't just about treasure, it's about the people in this region. If the dragon wakes up and you lose control, the entire countryside could be destroyed. We're not letting that happen.
The warlord sneers. So you'd rather play the heroes, save the townspeople, and leave all that wealth behind? You're a fool if you think you can stop it without paying a price. But fine, let's see what happens when the dragon wakes up without your help. He turns to his men. Prepare the ritual.
A ritual? You think you're getting away with that? I'm casting counterspell on whatever he's about to do. No one's waking up any dragons on my watch.
All right, Donald, you cast Counterspell. The warlord's mages begin chanting, but your magic interrupts their ritual, stopping the spell in its tracks. The warlord's eyes flash with fury. You dare interfere with my plans. He draws his sword. Then you'll die here before you even get close to the dragon. Okay, guys, roll for initiative.
Come on, baby, get me a good one. Let's see, a 19. Let's fucking go. Finally, I'm going first.
I got a 16.
I got a 12. Looks like I'm going last.
Okay, Donald, you're up. The warlord and his men are readying for battle. What do?
I cast Fireball on his mages. Let's take him out first. No one's messing with magic except me.
I roll the die, and according to it, your fireball streaks toward the group of mages, exploding in a blaze of fire. They're caught off guard, and 3 of them go down instantly. The remaining mages are severely injured, but still standing.
Nice start, Donald. I'll move in to engage the warlord directly. I'm casting Shield of Faith on myself for extra protection, then going in with my sword.
I roll the die, and according to it, you rush forward, slashing at the warlord. You land a solid hit, but he blocks part of the blow with his shield. He's wounded, but far from done.
I'm going for a sneak attack. I'll use my ranger skills to blend into the chaos and fire an arrow at one of the mages Donald didn't take down.
I roll the die, and according to it, you slip into the shadows and fire a perfect shot, hitting the injured mage. He crumples to the ground, leaving only one standing. The warlord snarls and swings his sword at Obama. I roll the die, and according to it, his strike is powerful, but thanks to Shield of Faith, it glances off your armor. He glares at you. You'll regret standing in my way, he growls.
This guy's getting on my nerves. I'm going for the kill. Scorching Ray straight at him.
I roll, and according to it, your Scorching Ray blasts the warlord with searing flames. He staggers, badly burned, but still standing. You can see the fury in his eyes, but he's weakening.
Let's finish this. I strike at him again with my sword, aiming for his weak spots.
I roll the die, and according to it, your sword strikes true. The warlord stumbles, drops to one knee, and then collapses to the ground, defeated. His remaining mage tries to flee, but Joe, you're up.
I'll fire one more arrow at the fleeing mage.
I roll the die, and according to it, your arrow flies through the air and strikes the last mage in the back. He falls to the ground, ending the battle.
That's what happens when you mess with us. Now about that treasure and the dragon.
The warlord's down, but the dragon's still a problem. We need to figure out how to use this crystal before it wakes up.
As you stand over the warlord's body, the ground begins to tremble. The distant rumbling grows louder, and you hear a deafening roar echo across the mountains. It seems the dragon is waking up.
Well, that's not good. Time to move, folks.
Agreed. Let's head toward the dragon's lair and use the crystal to stop this before it's too late.
You race through the mountains, following the rumbling earth toward the dragon's lair. When you arrive, the massive dragon has begun to emerge from its underground cavern, its enormous wings unfurling, its eyes glowing with ancient fire. The crystal hums in your hand, vibrating with energy.
All right, fellas, this is my moment. I'm using the crystal. Let's stop this dragon in its tracks.
As you raise the crystal, its light grows blinding, and you feel its power surge through you. The dragon roars, but it hesitates, sensing the magic in the air. Okay, Donald, roll an Arcana check to see if you can control the crystal's power.
I roll the die. Yeah, baby, a 17. That's better.
The crystal's power surges toward the dragon, and for a moment it pauses, its movement slowing. But this isn't over. The dragon is fighting against the magic. You've managed to delay it, but it won't stay dormant for long.
We need a plan to end this for good. Maybe we can use the crystal to weaken the dragon further, but we'll have to face it head on.
I'll find a weak spot. There's got to be something we can use to bring it down. Let's aim for its wings, keep it grounded.
Grounded or not, I'm blasting this thing with everything I've got.
The party stands at the brink of their most dangerous battle yet, against an ancient dragon. With the crystal in hand and their combined strength, they prepare for the fight of their lives. The dragon looms before you, massive and ancient, its fiery breath crackling in its throat. The crystal in your hand pulses with energy, but you know the final confrontation is inevitable. The dragon won't stay dormant for long. What do?
No more waiting. I'm casting Fireball directly at its head. Let's start this battle with a bang.
Donald, you're always throwing fireballs. Like, come on, man. This thing's probably immune to fire. Use your head.
Joe's right, Donald. Dragons, especially ancient ones, are resistant to fire. We need to think this through.
Don't tell me what to do, guys. I'm still hitting it with Fireball. It will be huge. Something will stick.
All right, Donald, roll for your fireball attack.
I roll the die. Let's see here. I got a 15.
With you roll, Donald, the fireball streaks toward the dragon and explodes against its scales. But as expected, the fire barely seems to affect it. The dragon narrows its eyes and lets out a low, growling snarl. The ground shakes as it prepares to retaliate.
Got God dang it, Donald, we told you, man. All right, we've got to disable its wings. I'll aim for the base of one with my bow. If we can ground it, we'll have a better chance.
Your turn to roll for your attack, Joe.
I roll the die. Oh, haha, nice. Got a 19.
Very nice, Joe. According to the roll, your arrow flies true and strikes the dragon's wing at the joint. It roars in pain as the arrow digs deep into the leathery flesh. The wing droops slightly, but it's not fully grounded yet.
Good shot, Joe. I'm going to try to get in close. I'll cast Bless on all of us to give us a better chance in combat, then move in to attack its other wing with my sword.
I roll the die, and according to the roll, you land a solid hit on the dragon's other wing, slicing through its membrane. The dragon's wings falter, and it's forced to stay closer to the ground. It roars in fury, flames licking the corners of its mouth. The crystal in Donald's hand is still glowing brightly, but the dragon is beginning to resist its influence.
All right, no more messing around with this dragon. I'm using lightning bolt. This thing can't be immune to everything.
I roll the die, and according to it, your lightning bolt arcs through the air, striking the dragon square in the chest. The impact causes the dragon to stagger back, its scales sizzling with the aftershock of the spell. It roars again, clearly feeling the effects.
Nice, Donald. That one worked.
Let's keep the pressure on. If the crystal's working, we need to channel its energy into something stronger. Maybe we can use it to weaken the dragon permanently.
You feel the crystal's power surging in your hand, Donald. Okay, now roll an Arcana check to see if you can focus its magic.
I roll the die. Come on, baby. Ha ha. I got a 17. I told you I'm great with magic.
Nice, Donald. With that roll, with a firm grip on the crystal, you concentrate its energy into a focused beam. The light from the crystal surrounds the dragon, and you can feel its magic seeping into the beast. The dragon stumbles, visibly weakened. Its roars are growing more desperate, and the ground shakes as it struggles to maintain its power.
Oh my God, this is it. We've got to go all in while it's weak. I'm firing another arrow at its heart.
All right, roll for the attack, Joe.
I roll. Wait, am I seeing this right? A 20? Critical hit? Let's fucking go, baby.
Excellent roll, Joe. So with that, your arrow pierces the dragon's chest, sinking deep into its flesh. The dragon rears back, letting out a final thunderous roar as its enormous body crashes to the ground. The earth shakes with the impact, and the dragon lies still, the glow in its eyes fading.
We did it, guys. Let's go. I told you we'd win. The dragon's down, and now the treasure's ours to keep.
Good work, everyone. That was close, but we pulled it off.
Yeah, but it's not just about the treasure. We saved this whole region from being destroyed. Now let's see if we can figure out what else the warlord was after in that horde.
As the dust settles and the dragon's body lies still, you notice the entrance to its lair, a massive cave filled with treasure as far as the eye can see. Gold, jewels, and magical artifacts glitter in the dim light, but among them is something else, a large ancient tome bound in dragon scales. It seems to radiate power.
Looks like we found something important. I'm going to check out that tome, see if there's more to this dragon than we thought.
You pick up the tome, and as you open it, you feel a surge of magical energy. The pages are written in an ancient language, but thanks to the crystal's power, you can decipher them. The book reveals that the dragon wasn't just guarding treasure. It was the last in a line of ancient guardians, created to protect the land from a greater threat buried deep beneath the earth. The warlord wasn't after the dragon's treasure. He was after the knowledge hidden within this book.
So we weren't just fighting a dragon, we were dealing with something way bigger. What's this greater threat the book's talking about?
It says the dragon was part of an ancient order meant to keep an even older evil sealed away. Now that it's dead, the seal is weakening.
I knew there was more to this, but it's fine. We've got the treasure. We've got the power. We'll deal with whatever comes next.
As you stand over the dragon's hoard, the weight of your victory starts to settle in. But now, with the dragon gone and the knowledge from the tome in your hands, you realize that your adventure is far from over. A new threat is rising, one that could be even more dangerous than the dragon you just defeated. The dragon may have been defeated, but the party now faces a far greater challenge. With the tome in hand and an ancient evil stirring beneath the earth, their journey continues into an even more perilous future. So with that, guys, we can stop right here for now.
Let's go, guys. We've made much progress. Glad we stopped here because I'm starting to get sleepy.
Congratulations, Joe. You made a record for staying up this long.
That was a great session. Thanks, Ben. Okay, guys, where should we meet up for next time?
Let's meet back at my house. I'll order pizza.
Oh, I love that, Ben. Sounds good. I'll bring some dessert like some brownies or even chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh, I get first dibs on the chocolate chip ice cream, Donald.
All right, Ben. Let us know the day and time for our next meetup. See you all next time, guys.
Thank you all for watching this video. If you like God tier videos like this, be sure to subscribe and leave a like for my homeboy Bethagrook.